Hi, I'm Phyllis. My website is southernfrugal.com. Today we're going to make an easy bake-over with chili and cornbread. Now I've done these before and I'm not sure if I've done the chili one, but every one is different anyway. So we're going to get started by using one green pepper and one sort of medium onion. We're going to saute those or partially cook them. And I am using my cast iron skillet for this. Then we're going to add a bunch of other stuff. So we're going to get these at least partially done. And I did cut them in big chunks because I want to be able to see them. Alright, so we're going to let those cook, and while they're cooking, let's go ahead and mix up our cornbread. Now I'm using one of the little packs of the Jiffy Corn Muffin mix. So I get that open. And I don't go exactly by the directions because I like the cornbread a little more moist than this mix calls for. And by the way, we've got the oven preheating to 400 degrees. Alright, so first I'm going to put one egg in the bowl. And my dogs are in here eating, finishing up the breakfast food they left. Both of them come in here when I start recording. Alright, I've used a little over a half a cup of buttermilk. Now, if you go by the directions on the box, it calls for 1/3 of a cup of milk. But again, I like it a little more moist than that. So I'm going to mix the egg and the buttermilk up. Let me stir my onions and peppers. I'm not going to cook these peppers and onions all the way, but just partially. Alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and mix up the Jiffy cornmeal mix and let it sit here while I'm finishing up with the rest of the stuff. Because you want the cornmeal to be able to soak up some of that liquid. And this will be a little lumpy, but you need to not worry about that. Alright, we're going to set this aside and let it soak up some of the liquid while we're getting the rest of the stuff ready. Now these peppers and onions will finish cooking in the oven. You cook just a little bit longer. Yeah, so I have finished trimming 2 dogs and gave one husband a haircut yesterday, and the dogs got their bath last night. So we're ready for Christmas for them. I might have to touch them up a little bit, but they're looking pretty good. Come here, Sonny. Come here, Skitty. Come here, Skitty. Skitty. Sonny comes. Yes, Sonny comes. So here's Sonny. Look in the camera and show him your new trim. So he looks like a mature dog now. Look in the camera, Sonny. Look up there. Oh, he won't look. He won't look. Here. Steely's too busy eating. Can you look in the camera? No, he can't look in the camera. Hey, look there. There's Steely all trimmed too. Y'all finish eating. Yeah, they always leave their part of their breakfast and come back and eat it about lunchtime. Alright, I think we've got these onions and peppers cooking up. Hold on, let me go wash my hands. I've been handling the dogs. Hold on. All right, got my hands washed. All right, we're going to start adding the stuff to this bakeover. And I am using my cast iron skillet. And I use some olive oil in the bottom of it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is add a 15-ounce can of Hormel chili with no beans. But you could use the type with beans if you wanted to. Burn it off. Spread that out. And now, these are some Mayacoba beans. When I cook these, I cook them in the Instant Pot, and I cook the whole 2 pounds, and then I freeze different bunches of them. So I'm going to add those. That's about a cup, probably. And you could certainly add canned pintos or something like that. Any kind of dried bean would work. All right, and now this is some leftover roast. The roast was tough as shoe leather, but it tasted really good. So I went ahead and ground it up in the food processor. So this is about a cup of ground up beef roast is really what it is. So I'm going to put that in. Let me crumble that. My hands like that. Yeah, the roast was really good, but it was really tough too. So when something like that happens, I use my food processor and grind it to smithereens because I just can't see throwing away any part of a roast that costs so much now. All right, and it doesn't matter what order you put this in. Now this is some cilantro that I freeze, and I freeze them in a quart bag, and then I just whack it on the counter and take out a bunch of it, and you still got that nice taste. So I'm going to put some of that in. That's probably, let me guess and say, about a tablespoon of cilantro. Just put that on the top there. And next, I'm going to use some cubed Colby and Monterey Jack cheese. This is about 8 ounces. And I actually got this for another recipe that someone sent in, but I've got, y'all, probably over 200 recipes now, and I've run copies of all of them, and I can't find anything now. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. Just sprinkle that right on top, like that. Spread it out, and I want it in chunks because I want to run across some cheese, you know, be eating it and run across a big blob of cheese, which is what that will do. All right, now the cornbread, see, is all kind of foamed up there because of the baking powder in it and that kind of thing. So we're going to spread that right on the top. See if I've got enough to get it all covered. Yeah, I've been trimming dogs and giving husbands haircuts and bathing dogs, and you have to cut their toenails and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully they'll look really good at Christmas time. I might have to touch them up a little bit, but they should look good at Christmas. All right, so now we're going to spread out the cornbread mix. Try to get all of it covered, or as best you can. Yeah, this is a really quick meal, and I'm going to fix some kind of little salad to go with this. All right, there it is. It's going in the oven, 400 degrees for about 30 minutes. A little longer, a little less, I'm not sure. But anyway, we will see you on the other side when this gets done and I get the salad ready and get our tea glasses filled and the whole 9 yards. We'll be back. All right, I just took the bakeover out of the oven. It's still bubbling, so we're going to let it cool for a little while before we try to dump it out on a plate. but it did really well in the oven. It might have a little too much liquid in it, I'm not sure, but we'll know once we start dumping it out. So we'll be back in just a little while. Alright y'all, the hardest part about making a bake over is to get it to come out, all of the bottom to come out. And I don't worry about it one bit if it doesn't, because I like my bake overs very moist. So I wanted to leave this here, and let's see if it came out. And it did not. So what you do then is just scrape that out and put it on top. I like mine really, really moist, so we're going to scrape that out and put it right on top and serve it anyway. Alright y'all, we'll show you what it looks like on the plate in just a minute. Alright, here's the meal, and there's the bake over. Now, again, I want to just say I really like mine moist, and I don't like the cornbread really thick on them, so this suits me just great. So the only thing that didn't come out was the onions and the peppers, and I just dipped them out and put them on top. And we're having an iceberg lettuce with some golden delicious apples sliced real thin and soaked in the raspberry dressing, the light raspberry dressing. And of course we're having our iced tea. Yeah, so you can be real creative with these bake overs. I've made them with biscuit dough before, and those turn out pretty good too. So we've got enough for another whole meal, so this would definitely serve 4, probably even 6 if they're children. Yeah, it'll work. Alright y'all, we will see y'all next time. I hope you'll give this a try. I've done, I think, a couple of videos using the bake over. I'll have to look them up. If I can find them, I'll put them right down below in the Show More section. And y'all be creative with this, because you can just put almost anything in them. And what comes to my mind is using the Jiff cornbread mix and using cabbage, potatoes, and ham and cheese. That is really, really good too. Alright y'all, we will see y'all next time. Bye for now.